name is Jordan Shepard, and this is my presentation for Doug Carter's ethics class. And the topic that I've chosen today for my presentation is egoism. What is egoism? Egoism is the ethical theory that states the foundation of morality is based upon oneself's own best interest. This is just saying that people need to put their own happiness and own ideas before someone else. And I think this is important too for us to do, because if we can't make ourselves happy, then we can't go out and make someone else happy. This is just saying that we need to start with ourselves before we go out and do for others. Ayn Rand. This was a big egoist thinker during the time, and she was for egoism. She challenged altruism, which is the opposite. That's stating that you should put the happiness and good of best interest of others before yourself, and she did not agree with that. She was all for putting your own self-interest and best self-interest before others. And I agree with her on this, because I do think it is important for us to be focused on ourselves, not in a selfish way, and that's not what she meant either, but just at the end of the day, we as individuals need to come together with ourselves and do what's best for us. And a quote from her that I felt was really suitable for the presentation is this: "Man's highest morality is his own happiness, and he must follow his own self-interest. Man is entitled to his own happiness, and he must demand it from others, but he shouldn't demand others give up their happiness for him." I feel like this quote is really true, and what it's saying is you must follow your own self-interest. You must demand happiness, and you have to find it within yourself before you can find it within the world. My thoughts on egoism is that it's not necessarily a good or bad thing. I feel like it can be abused whenever people take egoism to the extreme. And by saying this, I mean these are people that not only have their own self-interest in mind, which is okay, but they have no respect or sympathy for others. They're not willing to help or lend a hand to anyone. These people are so caught up in just focusing on themselves that they don't want to take the time to focus on anyone else. And that's where egoism gets its bad name, is when people abuse it like that. Because it is okay to be self-centered and to want the best for yourself and strive hard to make yourself happy and do what's best for you. But at the same time, you do need to have respect and sympathy for other people and worry about their happiness, even though it may not be as much as your own happiness. I feel like it really is important at the end of the day to just put our own happiness above anyone else's, but still take them into consideration, because growing up I was always told if you can't love yourself, then you can't go out and love anyone else. And I feel like that's true. Self-love, self-happiness, best interest for yourself all starts with you. And before you can go out into the world and portray that, it's really important to work on yourself, because that's self-care, self-love, and that's something that everybody needs to focus on. And there are my references. Thank you.